Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today our topic is verb. So let's get started. A verb is a word which tells some action done by the subject. What is verb? A verb is a word which tells some action done by the subject. Let's say example. Am, is, are, were, was, read, work, eat, etc. Verb. Verb comes after the subject. Verbs have different forms. All forms of verb come from base verb. A base verb is the simplest form of a verb without any special ending, like play, read, write, go, come, etc. Base verb. A base verb changes form to show tense. Like play is a base verb. Play, played, will play. Here, play is in present tense, played is in past tense, and will play is in future tense. So, here base verb play changes form to show tense. All action verbs come from the base form of doing verbs. Now let's see kinds of verb. Verb is mainly categorized into principal verb and auxiliary verb. Principal verb is also called as main verb or lexical verb. Auxiliary verb is also called as helping verbs. Now, principal verb is also categorized into transitive verb and intransitive verb. And auxiliary verb is also categorized into primary auxiliary verb and modal auxiliary verb. Now we will learn about principal verb. Principal verb. Those verbs which are used independently without the help of other verb are called principal verb or main verb or lexical verb. So what is principal verb? Those verbs which are used independently without the help of other verb are called principal verb. Let's say example. Go, come, eat, sleep, teach, work, write, etc. are principal verb. We know principal verb is classified into transitive verb and intransitive verb. Now let's see transitive verb. A verb which requires an object to complete its meaning is a transitive verb. What is transitive verb? A verb which requires an object to complete its meaning is a transitive verb. Let's see example. Farmers grow rice. Here, grow is verb and rice is here object. Okay. According to transitive verb, a verb which requires an object to complete its meaning is a transitive verb. So here verb grow needs object rise to complete the meaning of the sentence. Without the object rise, the sentence has no meaning. Farmers grow. What grow? So rice is here need as object. So the verb grow is here transitive verb. Next example, he saw a snake. Here saw is a verb and a snake is here object. Here also the verb saw needs the object a snake to complete the meaning of the sentence. Without the object a snake, the sentence has no meaning. So, saw is here a transitive verb. Now let's see intransitive verb. A verb which does not require an object to complete its meaning but makes good sense by itself is called an intransitive verb. What is intransitive verb? A verb which does not require an object to complete its meaning but makes good sense by itself is called an intransitive verb. Now let's see example. The dog barks. Here barks is verb and looks, here is no object. Okay, but without object, the sentence of the meaning is complete. The dog barks. The sentence of the meaning complete. So barks is here an intransitive verb. Next example, the poor woman wept. Here, wept is verb and here is also no object. But without object, the sentence of the meaning is complete. The poor woman wept. The sentence of the meaning is complete. So, wept is here an intransitive verb. Now, we will learn about auxiliary verb. When a verb is used only to help some other verb in respect of tense, mood, and voice, it is called an auxiliary verb or helping verb. What is an auxiliary verb? When a verb is used only to help some other verb in respect of tense, mood, and voice, it is called an auxiliary verb. Let's see example. Is, are, and, was, were, etc. are auxiliary verb. We know auxiliary verb is classified into primary auxiliary verb and modal auxiliary verb. Now let's see primary auxiliary verb. In primary auxiliary verb, there are three forms. First form is be verb. Am, is, are, was, and were are be verb. Second form is have verb. Have, has, and had are have verb. Third form is do verb. Do, does, did are do verb. Except this, need and there are also primary auxiliary verb. Now let's see example. I am going to school. Here go is principal verb and am is here primary auxiliary verb. He did not come. Here come is principal verb and did is here primary auxiliary verb. Primary auxiliary verbs sometimes act as main verb or principal verb. Primary auxiliary verbs sometimes also act like principal verb. Let's say example. I am a girl. Here, am is primary auxiliary verb and here is no principal verb. But am is here act like principal verb. So, here am act like principal verb. Next example, he did the work. Here is also no principal verb. Here is only primary auxiliary verb did. And did it here also act like principal verb. Okay. Now let's see modal auxiliary verb. Which are modal auxiliary verbs? Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, ought to, used to are modal auxiliary verbs. I repeat again. Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, ought to, used to are modal auxiliary verbs. Now let's see example. She can drive a car. Here, drive is principal verb and can is here modal auxiliary verb. Next example, he will come soon. Here, come is principal verb and will is here modal auxiliary verb. Okay, modal auxiliary verbs can never act like principal verbs. So I hope you understand very clearly about verb. See you later. Take care.